Hello friends, Heather here, and I have a couple Valentine's Day tags that I'd like to share with you that I've made. I found an image on the internet of these really cute little teacups here with the heart. And actually I saw the image and I immediately thought of my girlfriend Sean from mycupoftea.blogspot.com. She knows everything about tea. Actually, I have a couple friends. Her and Carol both drink tea, but Sean was like my first one, and she's always posting something awesome about tea, and she did all the studying and everything. So when I saw this image, I was like, oh, I gotta do something with this, and then show it to Sean. Okay, I pretty much just got rid of the background on this, and then on the heart itself, it was kind of flat on one side, so I took some pieces from the other side and maneuvered it over to this side so that it would have a complete heart shape. I then created a background that was red with white polka dots, pulling colors from the image, and I used GIMP. It's a free online image manipulation program that you can use, and that's pretty much what I use to do and make all my creations. I also use Inkscape sometimes, but I don't have any tutorials on Inkscape yet, where I do have tutorials on how to use GIMP, so you could learn how to do this yourself. I created this background as well, which is just kind of like a blue background with some script on it and then little red hearts. And I was over at the Shabby Tea Room blog earlier in the week, actually on Monday, and their challenge this week was cute as a button. Oops, and my button just came off. Bummer. It's supposed to be on there like that, but I'll have to glue that back down. And their challenge was to use a little photo for inspiration and the colors. And the colors were the colors I have here in my tags, as well as a button. And so I'm kind of making these for that challenge, which ends today in a couple hours. I did make these on Tuesday though, so these were not a last minute thing like I did for last week's challenge. But I do have the collage sheet for these tags in my Etsy store, and I will have a blog post about them as well. All right, so I'm just going to show you really quick the tiny one. So on my collage sheet, there are actually enough images for 4 tags. And so I try to keep it really simple so it's easy for you to cut them out and use them. So there's just the regular tag background shape. And then I have a square shape that has the cute little 2 cups of tea on it. And then I had the text boxes with the Be Mine. And my Valentine just says, "You're my cup of tea." And I was going to put the M-I cup of tea all as one word for my girlfriend Sean. So I might do that and give that to her as a special thing so she can use them if she likes. I have some peppermint baker twine from Really Reasonable Ribbon, which you can see here. And I used it to create a little bow, and then I usually use it in my buttons, which you can see here. And then I also have this little lace here, which is a white lace that came out of this month's Really Reasonable Ribbon assortment for February. And actually, it's not February, it's the Easter egg mixed. So it's, yeah, it is February. So, and all I did was I inked it with Ranger's Vintage Photo so that I have a vintage kind of feel to it. And the same with this piece right here. It's the same ribbon. I use the May Arts leaves in red. I use the leaves on like all my projects. It comes in many different colors, and you can't go wrong with leaves. Now this is a pink polka dot trim or ribbon, and it's gross grain, and it as well is from Really Reasonable Ribbon. And again, I just inked it with Vintage Photo. So you wouldn't have to do that, but I like my things to have an old look to them, so I did. I also used the foam dots to elevate my image from my background, just so I'd have a little bit of depth to my card or my tag, so you can see that there. Okay, and I also have some red blingy bling mesh here that I added so it would, kind of be sparkly as well. Okay, so you get 2 of the medium-sized tags on the collage sheet. So this is another one that I did, and you'll notice that I've just changed where I put my little Be Mine, and on this one I have it flat, where on this one I have them with pop dots. So you can see the kind of, well, it's kind of hard to tell, but there you go. You see with this one that there's the pop dots there. Again, I used another button. I used the pom-pom trim in red from Really Reasonable Ribbon, and this adorable blue with white stars comes from Really Reasonable Ribbon as well. And it's interesting because this is really quite a light blue color, but when you put the vintage photo on it, it kind of makes it a robin's egg blue color, which is like one of my favorite colors. So that's kind of why I did that. But it's really like a light blue color, and it comes in the February assortment, the Easter egg kit. So from Really Reasonable Ribbon. I got some more of the May Arts leaves and some more of the lace as well, and the blingy bling mesh. Okay, so that's the 2 larger size, and this is the smaller one, a medium one. And you'll see I just kind of made these little bumps with the ribbon here, and it's just simple. You just take like a 1-inch piece or 1.5-inch piece, and I inked them all, and then I just glue the edges, and then I'm able together so that it makes like a little loop, and then I just tuck them in under here because I have the pop dots. And again, I use some blingy bling mesh, and I put my little tiny words this time to be mine right over top of what the actual cup or heart says, because I just kind of liked it there. So you can do whatever you like. This was a really cute button on my bow, and apparently I didn't use enough glue, or maybe I forgot to glue it down in the first place, but it looked really cute right here. So that's kind of the idea. And for the top of my tag, I used some of that peppermint baker's twine, and this is a red diagonal trim, and it's like 1/8 inch thick, and it too has been inked with vintage photo, so it would be red and white, but I wanted my little tag to have a vintage feel. And then this is the super tiny tag that you'll get with my set, and you'll notice that lately I've been doing like a lot of tag sets, and they're kind of all the same in that you get 2 of the large size, 1 of the medium, and then a tiny tag. So this one is a little tiny one. I think it turned out really cute, and I love it. So each tag will have like a base, the image piece, and then the little text boxes that will fit for each one. So it's really easy peasy for you to figure out which goes with which. And I cut out my tag backgrounds, and I glue them to a manila folder so that it has a little bit more strength to it. And then I add my embellishments. So I've got the Really Reasonable ribbons and trims again. I got the vintage button like I had mentioned earlier, and I got some blingy bling mesh. So that is it for my Valentine's Day tags. If you like them, you can get them in my Etsy shop, and I will have a blog post up today with them on there. And as well, you might want to check out some of my other tags, because I've been doing that Christmas in the bank. And just so you can see what some of my other tags look like, I have this vintage one here that I used a image from my girlfriend Sandy, which she has for free on her blog. Now I did alter mine, but you could do the same thing in GIMP, which I have the tutorials. You could learn how to do that. I have this Victorian Christmas bluebird on a music background tag, and this is all for that Christmas in the bank, which if you go to my blog, there's links to Sandy's blog. It's a challenge pretty much where you're just going to create a bunch of different tags for like the month of January, so that when Christmas comes around next year, you'll be all set with a lot of your items already. Therefore, they're kind of like in your bank, so Christmas in the bank. And this is another tag set. It's like a shabby, chic Victorian vintage, bunch of little children playing around a Christmas tree with a Merry Christmas at the bottom. And of course, I used some more trims from Really Reasonable Ribbon. Okay, and I do have these in my Etsy shop as well. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you again soon. Bye.